I'm now joined by Jay Schaake, former Oregon State assistant and analyst for our College Football Game Day, College Football Game Night programs every Saturday. Jay, what a win for the Beavers yesterday. Doesn't get any more dramatic than that. Let's start with the game-clinching touchdown, Steven Nelson's pick six. Was that the case of San Diego State running the wrong play for that situation, or did the Beaver defense create some of that, you could say, luck for themselves?
You know, I think it's a little bit of both. I think that there's always an element of luck in a college football game, but the Beavers had sacked San Diego State, and they had them at 2nd and 19, and so San Diego State was feeling a little bit of pressure, I think, to run a play and make something big happen. I don't think they needed to at that point with 2 timeouts. The Beavers had 2 timeouts, but they felt the pressure that they needed to do something and ran a screen both directions. There was a little pressure on the quarterback. The quarterback threw it up over the top of the guy he was trying to. Steven Nelson is in the right place at the right time. And voila, the Beavers score a touchdown and take the lead and win the game.
Sean Mannion, captain comeback for the 2nd week in a row, led 2 long touchdown drives in the 4th quarter. This guy has been great all season. And the ability to do it in a 4th quarter, is that what sets kind of special quarterbacks apart?
It is. It really is. You know, a guy that doesn't get flustered, a guy that says, as long as there's a tick on the clock, we still have a chance. And if I've got the ball in my hand, I've got a chance to get this football team down and get him in the end zone. And he's done that 2 weeks in a row, and very, very impressive with what he's done and the fact that he's grown and not putting the ball in jeopardy, and there's no, you know, he's not turning the ball over.
3 touchdowns, no interceptions for Sean Mannion against San Diego State. It was certainly not all good for the Beavers. A lot of things to work on for Oregon State. Rocky Long's blitzing defense.
Right.
You know Rocky Long. He was a defensive coordinator when you were an assistant at Oregon State. He was a defensive coordinator in Corvallis. Those blitzes really gave Oregon State some problems, especially early in the game.
The pressure defense that Coach Long uses down there, they come from everywhere, all the time, all game long. It's not just a blitz here and there. They blitz every snap, and there were guys loose and free on Sean all day, and it was changed the timing of his plays. He got hit a lot. He's going to be a sore guy for 2 or 3 days until he, you know, because he took a lot of shots, but he stood in there with strength and with courage and threw the ball into that pressure. That's what I was really, really impressed with. But you play Rocky Long's football team, it's a hard yard you make every single time because they play really, really hard. They're jumping over blockers, and add that to a young offensive line that's makeshift, got patching a guy in here and here. It made a hard night for Oregon State's offense.
On the other side of the ball, Oregon State's defense with problems once again. They made the stops when they needed to for the 2nd straight week at the end of the game, but a lot of missed tackles for this Beaver defense.
Yeah, you know, and that's still, you know, we saw it in week 1 and said, okay, after week 1 they'll tighten that down, it'll get better. They played a little better against Hawaii. That looked a little bit better. They still gave up lots of yards against Utah, and they're still, last night, they still had a number of missed tackles, and you know, you can't go to the waiver wire and go get more guys. You got what you have. This is your team for 2013, so you just got to keep coaching them and keep working with them. They're young kids. They want to do it. They're trying hard. They will continue to improve.
Oregon State next week has Colorado at noon. Jay Schaake will be on College Football Game Day along with myself and Damon Griffin. 4 o'clock next Saturday, we'll break down the Beavers and the Buffaloes.